I've known ever since I was a little girl that I was going to come to the University of Iowa.
I've always been a Hawkeye fan my entire life.
I knew that this was a place that I could thrive and really get involved.
I wanted to make sure that if I chose a college campus, I wasn't just a college kid invading the town for 9 months of the year. I really wanted to feel incorporated with downtown life and on campus.
It's really inviting and welcoming. And also we have so many award-winning trees. Nobody talks about the trees. I talk about the trees though.
Being a Hawkeye to me means being a part of a greater whole, but it also means your family.
Everyone here is so creative and talented.
I think the saying like, once a Hawkeye, always a Hawkeye is so true.
You just really get that sense of camaraderie.
It's like having a hug that will never let go and will carry on with you throughout the rest of your life.
The community that I felt here has just been awesome for all 4 years and really something that I've enjoyed being a part of.
For me, it's family, it's community, it's the Iowa Wave, Caitlin Clark.
Here comes Clark. How will she go for history?
40 years from now, I'm gonna be like, well, I technically knew her by association.
My earliest memory was going to an Iowa football game.
The Penn State-Iowa game, where we knocked off Penn State. That's probably my favorite. Oh my gosh, that was so fun.
It really has been this Iowa community that has pushed me to just try everything, to be bigger than what I thought I could be when I first came to Iowa.
You can have an impact on people and you might not even realize it, even from the little things that you do, just like saying hi to people and getting to know them, to like leading dance marathon and raising $1.45 million.
There's something so magical about the University of Iowa. Everyone that you'll meet is willing to talk to you, everyone's willing to help you. Everyone wants to see the best for you.
Thank you to my parents. They have believed in me, they've supported me, they've listened to me.
I'm a first-generation student, so my parents made a lot of sacrifices for me to go to college, and so I really appreciate them.
You're my biggest support system and my rock.
I get like emotional talking about it.
Thanks to my sister and my brother-in-law for also being really supportive to me throughout all of college, especially when Dance Marathon came around. It was really great to have you guys.
Thank you to my sister Sasha for sitting through this commencement ceremony.
Thank you so much to the faculty and other mentors here on campus who helped shape me as an artist and shape my professional career.
You guys mean more to me than you will ever know, and I cherish you all and love you all very deeply.
Congratulations, College of Engineering graduates. As Dean of the College of Engineering, it is my pleasure to welcome you here today. I will begin by introducing our platform officials. Barbara Wilson, University of Iowa President. Kim Blackwell, Professor and Chair of Roy J. Carver Department of Biomedical Engineering. June Wang, Professor and Interim Chair of Chemical and Biochemical Engineering. Alan Bradley, Professor and Chair of Civil and Environmental Engineering. Erwei Bai, Professor and Chair of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Yong Chen, Professor and Chair of Industrial and Systems Engineering. Qinglong Lin, Professor and Chair of Mechanical Engineering. Student speaker, Luke Farmer, of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Megan Allen, College of Engineering Registrar. Jennifer Rumping, Department Administrator for Civil and Environmental Engineering. And the Marshal who led the graduates into the auditorium, Professor Nicole Grossland, Associate Dean for Academic Programs. It is now my pleasure to recognize the College of Engineering's Spring 2024 Baccalaureate class. Today represents a significant accomplishment in your academic careers. You have spent countless hours in labs and classrooms, collaborated with peers on projects, and participated in internships and co-ops that have positioned you for success beyond the university. Now you gather with family, friends, and faculty mentors who have supported you throughout this journey. To celebrate this milestone, I would be remiss if I did not note that today is Mother's Day, and many of you have drawn support from your mothers, as well as from fathers, siblings, grandparents, caregivers, employers, and many others who are part of your extended friends and family. I would like to thank all of those gathered here today to honor you for their dedication and commitment to your professional growth. Throughout my first year as dean, I have seen firsthand the passion that your faculty mentors have for transforming lives, the dedication of our staff in supporting your success, and your entrepreneurial spirit and commitment to engineering excellence. Part of what makes this college so unique and so special is the community that we have built within it. You have been and always will be at the core of our community, and you can always call Iowa City and the College of Engineering home. Your education has been defined by the academic strengths of our college. Many of you will go on to careers in industry, government, nonprofits, or continue on to graduate school where you will develop solutions that have an impact in many areas, such as environmental health, transportation, healthcare, intelligent systems, and more. Your work will have an impact here in Iowa, across the country, and around the world. I am especially proud of the way in which our College of Engineering community is committed to the development of ethical and globally aware engineers who enhance quality of life for people everywhere. Without a doubt, your success as students will make the world safer, more secure, and more accessible. Today represents the culmination of your hard work, dedication, and sacrifice as students. The road you have traveled has been winding, at times bumpy, and occasionally met with roadblocks. It reminds me of the poem by Robert Frost that includes the observation, "Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference." Continue to take the less traveled road, explore what seems like the impossible, and continue to make a difference in the world. The recognition you will receive here today represents your resilience as engineers. I am proud of all of you and know that you will represent our college and this university honorably and with distinction. No matter where life takes you, remember this: you will always be Hawkeyes, and we will always welcome you back to campus. I would now like to introduce today's student speaker. Luke Farmer is from Manchester, Iowa, and is graduating with university honors with a BSc in electrical engineering and a minor in computer science. In addition to his studies, Luke has been involved as an engineering tutor, ambassador, and teaching assistant in the electrical and computer engineering department. He also participated in undergraduate research with the Gomes Lab, contributed to the iMark software team, and was active at the Newman Catholic Student Center. After graduation, Luke will join Focus, where he plans to serve as a missionary for 2 years. So Luke.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. Okay, I want to start with a question. When was the last time you stopped and really thought about the life you're living? In our lives, there are a couple of moments that force us to reflect on where we are and look forward to where we're going. These moments snap us out of the mundane day-to-day life and teach us something about life and ourselves. Today, we're gathered to celebrate one of those moments, our college graduation. Class of 2024, I'd like you to now take a few moments to picture people who helped you get to this point. This might be friends, family, faculty, anyone who shaped your college journey. Now, on behalf of the class of 2024, I'd like to say thank you to all of those here to help us graduate this big day. To our family members, thank you for the support and guidance over the past few years. To our friends, thank you for being with us throughout these years. To the faculty, thank you for creating a culture and curriculum that fosters such a strong community in the College of Engineering. To all of you, thank you for showing up. Your presence means more than you know. For the last semester or so, many of us have been looking at the light at the end of the tunnel. When we've had a hard test or a tough project, we've consoled ourselves and others by saying, "We're almost done. We're almost there." Well, now we're there. We're at the end of the tunnel. And today I want to use the engineering design process to answer the question, what's after the tunnel? The first step of the engineering design process is to define the problem statement. For us, I have one that's simple yet ambitious. Here it is. We, the class of 2024, want to positively impact the world by the way we live our lives. Positively impact is the key phrase here. Whether you recognize it or not, you have and you will continue to change the world. You're about to step into a new situation, and your presence there will change it. The only question is, will it change it for the better or the worse? After defining the problem statement, the next step of the engineering design process is to find possible solutions. I have two suggestions. Recognize that who you become is more important than what you do, and become a lifelong learner. First, recognize that who you become is more important than what you do. In the early 1900s, a newspaper reached out to a famous philosopher named G.K. Chesterton to write an article about what was wrong with the world. His response was short yet profound. He wrote, "Dear sir, I am." If we want to positively impact the world by how we live our lives, our first instinct might be to go out and do a bunch of good things. But Chesterton's quote makes it clear that the most impactful thing we can do is to start by changing ourselves. As you begin the next chapter of your life, do big things and chase big goals, but through it all, always focus on who you're becoming rather than what you're doing. Another way to positively impact the world is to become a lifelong learner. As a first-generation college student, I was able to start college with a certain freedom. I was beginning a new chapter of my life with no preset expectations placed upon me. My only goal was to learn more about college and myself. The result was that my successes and failures didn't define me. They simply helped me learn more about what worked and what didn't. You're all about to be beginners in your next step of life, and you should embrace that. You will fail and succeed, probably fail more than succeed at the beginning, but treat those moments as learning opportunities. Nothing more, nothing less. If you take on the beginner's mindset, you'll become a lifelong learner, and that will give you the freedom to go further and do more in your life. The last step of the engineering process is to prototype, evaluate, and redesign. This is in your hands, and you can listen or not. But after spending the last 4 years being amazed by all of you, I have this recommendation. Don't settle for good enough. Chase greatness in all that you do for the sake of becoming great and positively impacting the world around you. Then, when you fail, because you will, simply stop, reevaluate, and set a new course of action to move forward. Engineering, at its core, is seeing a situation or problem and choosing the best step to take next. Use the engineering skills and tools you've gained here to engineer every aspect of your life. Today, our graduation is a moment that provides a unique opportunity. Yesterday, you were a student, and shortly, you'll be an alumni. Take time to let that sink in. Then, after taking time to celebrate today, focus on how you can become a better person and a lifelong learner. Class of 2024, I don't know you all, but I do know this. You've accomplished a great feat by getting an engineering degree, but your life is far from over. Don't let today be your peak. Let this be the launching point for the rest of your life. As you move forward from this moment, engineer a life that will positively impact the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Luke. I appreciate those thoughtful and inspirational words. So now for the degrees. President Wilson will now confer the Bachelor of Science and Engineering degrees on our graduating students. Will the candidates for the degree, Bachelor of Science and Engineering, please rise? President Wilson, these candidates, having completed all the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Science and Engineering, are recommended to you by the faculty of the College of Engineering for the conferring of this degree.
Thank you, Dean McKenna. On recommendation of the faculty of the College of Engineering and by the authority vested in me by the Iowa Board of Regents, I confer on each of you the degree Bachelor of Science in Engineering as qualified and designated. Congratulations, Hawkeyes.
We now wish to recognize the recipients of the Engineering Baccalaureate degrees. Megan Allen and Jennifer Rumping will introduce each degree candidate individually. And I think you can have a seat now, yes. Are you both here? You're both here.
I'll put the cards in there. Yeah, you can separate them. Will the candidates for degrees in biomedical engineering please rise? Professor and Department Executive Officer Kim Blackwell will represent the Department of Biomedical Engineering. Justin Mitchell Peters. Nathan Dwight Newcomb. Anthony Edmund Pruka. Maximus Henry Pignati. Abba Joshi. Haley Noel McCoy Munger. Caitlin Lee Schnitzler. Asha Lakshmi Allah. Lauren Victoria Hager. Braden Christopher Harrell. Justin Scott Wheeler. Tushar Arjun Mitra. Tawhidul Haq Tanim. Zachary Frank Hagan. Ryan James Bird. Ayusha Lumsall. Brian Eric Grimes. Manuel Antonio Galindo. Gabriel David Mills. James Patrick Stensky. Elizabeth Ann Reardon. Zita Gastel. Sarah Marie Maxwell. Charlie Jasmine Santos. Oh, I didn't read it, sorry. Lisa Geraldine Breen. Kathleen Wynn. Catherine Schuler. Claudia Nicole Archer. Taryn McKenna Rodman. Sushma Santana. Morgan Michelle Dexter. Jayton Damrit. Christian Loretto Balantueno. Jonathan Vincent Schultz. Pierce Casper. Riley Thomas Corkin. Jennifer Ray Schmidt. Thomas Wilkie. Jacob James Stouffer. Isaac Scott. Caleb Roger Miller. Matthew Peter Slabinger. Lucas James Law. Matthew Brandon Stein. Alexander David Saffert. Keegan Staub. Ellison McGovern. Alyssa Jade Martin.
Zachary John Manus. Ashley Rhodes. Mackenzie May Richardson. Annabelle Knirk. Paige Christensen. Kendra Murray Walton. Nevaeh Grace Bowen. Niksha Poleshik. William Dong. Yoon Jai Cho. Jacques Mienda Bagamba. Matthew Speranza. George Shukri Elias. Matthew Heary. Claire Emma Fluent. Sydney Bryant Doak. Claire Catlett. Annie Cunningham. Jack Nicholas Schaberg. Maximilian Blaze Lesnick. Betsy Manciel. Madeline Tim.
We will now recognize the candidates for degrees in chemical engineering. Professor and Department Executive Officer June Wong will represent the chemical engineering program. Bethany Renee Alexander. Lane Michael Sortsendruber. Alejandro Lira. Eleanor Diane Lopez. Logan Ryan Garland. Olivia Adair Dom. Celesta Michelle Cox. Christopher William Allen. Cole Bosch. Jack Renning. William P. Kirk. Jack Logan Doyle. Bryant Mitchell. Olivia Marie Clark. Kyle Aiden Roker. Josiah Thomas Power. Trit Wynn. John Carter Schwall. Caden James Reinke. Benjamin McMillan. Sawyer Schulte. Dalton Troy Torbert. Rafael Linares. Elaine Chen. Chom Lee. Justina Victoria Lacoma. Abigail Marie Shepley. Alexa Brianne Ringling. Ria Yogesh Patel. Madeline Ann Legis. Caitlin Rose Weber. Justin Scott Zellinger. We will now recognize the candidates for degrees in civil engineering and environmental engineering. Professor and Department Executive Officer Alan Bradley will represent the civil and environmental engineering program. We will begin with the candidates for degree in civil engineering. Aiden Cruz Gomez. Evan Joseph Feltz. Evan Michael Wolfkuhl. Cody James Hall. Thank you. I'm gonna miss you. Corey Ian Siegel. Oh my gosh. Peyton Stewart. Abdullah Mohammed El-Baitouri. Luke Wenti Mahari. Matthew Raymond Clagle. Anna Elizabeth Teeple. Tyler Matthew Mraz. Braden Michael Smith. Julio R. Diaz Elizalde. Justin Edward Joplin. Tyler Thomas Roy. Congrats. John Michael Lyons. Connor Joseph Bobe. Antonio Pizzella. Weimar Widiatmo. Paul Alexander Zambrano. Anthony John L. Lamori. Tate Hauser. Angela Marie Merksick. Olivia Grace Marchiori. Rose Catherine Schweitzer. Avery Helene Liss. Abigail Bless Evans. Maya Elizabeth Johnson. Congratulations. Mia Clara Druckery. Marin Lee Williams. Emily Kathleen Shai. Jacinta Therese Peterson. Christian Joseph Harms. Bo Roger Benzing. Noah Lyon. Sarah Michaela Baez. Leonardo Daniel Islas. Travis Meyer. And now the environmental engineering graduates. Aliyah Kosha. Akshuta Gandhi. Audrey Pellico. Joseph Anthony Hoffman.
And now we will announce the Department of Computer Science and Engineering and Electrical Engineering. Professor and Department Executive Officer Erway Bai will represent the Departments of Computer Science and Engineering and the Electrical Engineering programs. Michael Alexander Arend. Cole Avery Arducer. Daniel Erickson Bodine. Sienna Savanti Bakam. Nina Jordan Baffa. James Lawrence Ostrowski, Jr. Kai Alexander Lindholm. Tyler John Cruz. Blake Homan. Brandon Michael Cano. Trey Richard Eckenrod. Chase James Dittmer. Brenna Grace Gogol. Elizabeth Marie Lohman. Justin Shoemaker. Landon Tite. Evan David Cook. Samuel Mashman. Emmanuel Jaimez. Tristan John Palenti. Alex Itzenhauser. William Jacob Mitchell. Kyle Patrick McGinnis. Samuel Charles Nicholas. Sebastian Michael Risti. Emily Ann Sheehan. Adrian Elaine Schroeder. Brendan Leon Suter. Oliver Bergman. Rogelio Valley Jr. Charles David Wilmot II. And now we will announce the graduates from the Electrical Engineering Department. Lucas James Farmer. Rafael Leandro Rangel de la Terra. Ashula Jagadish Gowda. Fatimi Kuse Kimona. Sabrina Hubbard. Austin Scott Piper. Jordan Eicher. Diego O. Rivera. Diego Alberto Diaz. Maximilio Manuel Finch. Tyler Michael Armstrong. Nathan Edward Coffrin. Tyler Gregory Nelson. Samuel David Loki. Miles Evan Menster. Thank you. Hannah Rose Stupi. All right. We will now recognize the candidates for degrees in industrial engineering. Professor and Department Executive Officer Yang Chen will represent the industrial engineering program. Mackenzie Elizabeth Kroll. Sydney Lynn Schultz. Abigail Marie Drexler. Natalie Colette Schneider. Drew Brennan Miner. Michael John Zolna. Jacob Daniel Reifert. Alexander Peter Gralchik. George Angelo Raleigh. Chase Ryan McDowell. Ethan Banks. Yazin Hamed. Russell Philip Hengst. Eli David Johnson. Jacob Michael Atson. Sophia Marie Hunselman. Wesley Aaron Johnson. Quentin D. MacArthur. Michael George Hortzman III. Nathaniel Akira Narodovich. Logan Stropich. Tanner Benjamin Neve. Iman Kuehler. Charles James Paxson. Connor Orednick. Natalie Ann Andererk. John O'Leary. Brian Schneider. Jacob Maniak. Emily Rose Burns. Olivia Scarlett Seibert. Gabrielle Leah Kafka. Eric Slaughter.
And lastly, we will recognize the candidates for degrees in mechanical engineering. Professor and Department Executive Officer Qinglong Lin will represent the mechanical engineering program. Abigail Catherine Temple. Anushka Desai. Colton Tanner Delanoy. Jameson Cannon Red. Corey Dean Rogers. Connor Allen Hogan. James Paul Varanis. Jacob Galt. Parker Lee Zeman. Daniel Kyle Kishalevsky. Cody James Athey. Riley Owen Wellendorf. Jacob Richard Decker. Kyler Paul Castro. Nicholas James Newson. Eric Nahar. Benjamin Michael Harks. Hunter Eric Hathcox. Carson Bentley Souls. Jordan Elizabeth Reeds. Nick DePietri. Dominic Riley Heidkamp. Ashlyn Fongsavan. Griffin Cole Danes. Alexander Joseph Golden Smith. Michael Leroy Fuller III. Aiden Kai Schultz. Nolan Heinrichs. Aiden Rodis McDermott. Louis Boudreau. Xander Lee Britt. Brett Lund. Carson James Philip Curie. Whit Hafner. Brody Nugent. Riley Martin. Justin Robert Dunn. Liam O'Donnell Warren. Sam Seiler. Jacob Andrew Dagus. Jack Moran. Maxwell James Murphy. Matthew David Friedland. Hunter John Hodson. Robert Joseph Benedek. Sook Gill. Joseph Alexander Montalongo. Gannon Green O'Brien. Jack Timothy McEnery. Eric Stephen Applebaum. Samantha Pothotakis. Emily Wepking. Olivia Louise Nilsson. Cameron Thomas Furbeck. Xavier Paul Shario. Luke Schelling. Sayer Patrick Satterwhite. Taylor A. Caton. Anna Carolina de Oliveira Lenz. DJ Dillon. Grace Marie Springer. Caleb Henry Dirks. Dominic Salvatore Storniolo. Reagan Marie Smith. Eleanor Schuett. Lucas Scovera. Rocco Narcissi. Last but not least. Jacob Holland.
Congratulations, graduates. And first, from the bottom of my heart, if we messed up on your name today, Jenny and I apologize profusely as our nerves and our emotions got the best of us. And so as much as we were practicing, we apologize. So please join me in congratulating our graduates for their hard work in this momentous accomplishment. I speak for the entire College of Engineering in saying that we have enjoyed seeing you grow as individuals and as engineers. And no matter where your successes and careers take you, you will always be a part of the College of Engineering, and you will always be a Hawkeye. Go Hawks!
So we are at the end of our ceremony, so graduates, please turn your tassels to the left side of your caps. You are now officially alumni of the College of Engineering. I want to say congratulations again, and that as engineers, you are equipped to make essential contributions to this nation and the world. You have a responsibility to bring your talents, understanding, and expertise to bear on the problems facing the world. I hope you will be guided by the highest of ethical standards with great respect for our environment and a genuine commitment to human values. We wish you the greatest of success in your careers and your futures. Way to go. Congratulations.